start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids. An intriguing draft prospect, to say the least. We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Okay. Come on, set! Viking 18!
Well, today had a little bit of it all. Select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, the experts have done 2.7 million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window. Welcome back to the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the New Orleans Saints. How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and we believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
What a phenomenal pick. This kid is showing.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go.
This is the player card. This is your development trait. Superstar and super.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the
Deep. This rookie class is very deep, and perhaps no one is more hyped from this class than Tommy Matthews' old partner in crime, who was just selected in the top 10. My level of excitement for the start of the season is perhaps only rivaled by my excitement to see just what that kid's capable of doing on an NFL field. There hasn't been this kind of hype and intrigue since Tesla's Cybertruck release. So the big question I have for this year is, will this rookie sensation succumb to the hype, or will he rise to the top? Guess we'll find out soon enough after the Week 1 games get underway.
Being such a high draft pick comes at a cost. Mainly, everyone expecting you to resurrect the franchise. What helped you adjust to NFL life?
I must have carried my playbook with me everywhere. If I ever wanted to prove myself as a leader on this team, I had to know everyone's responsibilities.
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game. Ready? Young lady, young lady! Ready? 95-56! Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Where's that? Ready? Yellow lead, tonight. Set. 5-9. Where's that? Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Because if we repeat what I saw out there today at our next practice, it is going to be a very long season. We can do better. Ready? Wait. Ready, cut. Ready? Yellow waiting. Where's that? Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Right. Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow. Right, set. Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Because if we repeat what I saw out there today at our next practice, it is going to be a very long season. We can do better. Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Ready? Yellow lady, play that. Set! 5-9. Where's that? Ready? You ready? Where's that?
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, Nike check.
It's not easy being a rookie. The excitement, the pressure, the fanfare, the interviews, the draft process. Plus, there's a lot of players banking on you to make them successful too. It was still the early days, but my team and I were getting to know each other, building the bonds that would keep us strong and competitive through the coming season. It was a press conference before our first game of my rookie season, but the reporters didn't waste any time filling me in on what the world was saying. I was glad they asked because it helped me hone in on my ultimate goal. I was going to work as hard as I could to make sure that the team and I were holding up the Lombardi Trophy at the next Super Bowl.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans,
Bradley Kenyon to kick off quarter.
It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001. On first down, Brees. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
11 yards there, first down. Well, partner, you know, thinking of rookie wide receivers like him, there have been some recently that have come into the NFL and made a splash immediately in the last handful of years. We've seen OBJ, Mike Evans, Michael Thomas, all top 1,000 yards in their first seasons. Do you think this kid has what it takes to follow in their footsteps?
I think he certainly does, talent-wise, no question about it. The high expectation being drafted in the first round, well, they'll weigh heavily on him. But here's the deal. It's not as easy being a receiver in this league as a lot of people think. They think you just run downfield and catch the football. He's got to read defenses, get away from the more physical guys, go up and make contested catches, much more so than you do in college. Luckily, he's not a quarterback or even a running back, but maybe expectations are even a bit higher. All the same, they expect him to contribute and right away.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. Now, Breeze again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Taken in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10.
A nice catch there, and Charles, you know, this rookie, he has been outspoken that he wants this team to make the playoffs. He wants that so far above any individual award. Certainly seems like the right kind of attitude to have.
And that attitude is a big part of why this team wanted to draft him. Obviously, the talent was there. That's first and foremost. But they understood the humility and what he wanted to accomplish, and that's to put a ring on his finger. He wants to be a Super Bowl champion. They wanted that on their team and in their locker room as well.
And you know, humility and wide receiver, those terms, they're not often synonymous, but I do think we might have that rare combination here.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. What would we call him? A true unicorn.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Antoine.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Another 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.